They warned me. She was a monster, they said, a parasite in humanoid form, a killer of men and drainers of essence. Every report the interstellar archives had on her was soaked in red. Murdered diplomats, vanished patrols, drained colonies. And yet, when I found her, she wasn't drenched in blood. She was trembling in a corner, wrapped in rags and shadows, her 4 eyes dim and lifeless. Her name was Valera, though the galaxy had given her another, the Hollow Siren. I was a maintenance officer, a nobody station on a forgotten mining moon, tasked with inspecting old research bunkers. We never expected to find her there, chained to the wall, thin as bone, more ghost than predator. Someone had captured her. Someone had left her here to rot. I should have called for backup. I didn't. I stepped into the room, pulse pounding, scanner humming. She looked up, slowly. Those jet-black eyes locked onto mine. I expected death, pain, something horrible. But instead, her voice entered my mind, not with violence, but a whisper, fragile as starlight. Please, I haven't fed in a long time, but I won't hurt you. I swear it. Her mind faltered. I just want someone to talk to. I froze. Every training protocol told me to alert command, put her down, contain the threat. But her voice, it wasn't hunger. It was loneliness. I asked her who imprisoned her. She didn't answer. I asked her why she had attacked those ships. She looked away, but I didn't leave. Each day, I returned, bringing nutrient packs, old books, even recordings from Earth. I watched as she slowly regained her strength, her voice firmer, her shape less gaunt. The tattoos on her arms glowed faintly under the dim lights, bio-sigils from a species no one had seen in generations. "Why do you help me?" she asked once, her voice no longer in my mind but spoken aloud, low and melodic. I shrugged. "Maybe because you never tried to hurt me." She chuckled, bitterly. "Yet." But she never did. Weeks passed. Valera told me more. How her people were wiped out by galactic zealots who feared their nature. Not because they fed on others, but because they felt too deeply. Her kind connected to living beings to survive. It wasn't just blood. It was emotion, intimacy, trust, connection. They had once been diplomats, caretakers, memory keepers, until the galaxy decided their hunger made them monsters. She told me of her sister, executed during peace talks, of her father, who turned feral from starvation, of how she tried to live without feeding, and how it drove her mad. That was when she made mistakes, hurt people, killed. "I'm not innocent," she said, looking me in the eyes. "But I'm not what they say either." I believed her. And one night, I let her feed. It wasn't what I expected. There were no fangs, no wounds. She simply placed her hand on my chest and closed her eyes. I felt a pull, gentle, like a breeze stealing warmth from my skin. And at the same time, I saw her memories, her pain, the endless dark of space, her fear, her joy. Her longing to dance on a planet with 2 moons and blue oceans. When it ended, I collapsed to my knees. But I smiled, because I had never felt so seen. Then they came. Command found out. Someone had been monitoring the bunker. They arrived with guns, drones, stun bolts set to maximum. I tried to explain. To protect her. They didn't listen. She tried to shield me when the shooting began. They struck her in the back 3 times. She fell. I screamed. They restrained me, accused me of fraternizing with a war criminal, of aiding a predator. I didn't care. I only wanted to reach her. She wasn't dead, barely breathing, her body broken. She turned her head toward me and whispered one last thought. I felt love. Just once. That's all I wanted. Then her body shimmered, turned to pale dust, and scattered through the vents. They told me later her kind could phase shift under mortal threat. That maybe, just maybe, she wasn't gone. That no remains meant no proof. I was dishonorably discharged, sent back to Earth with a muzzle order and a permanent ban from all off-world travel. But sometimes, when I wake up in the middle of the night, I feel her hand on my chest again, and I dream of stars that whisper secrets, and eyes that just wanted to be loved,